clerk has indicated, or the clerk, the treasurer has indicated, would have been discussed by the fire board and then it would come here. I don't know what the issue is. Yes, yes, there are past practices. Well, if those past practices aren't appropriate, let's get a legal opinion to see that they where there are, and let's do whatever we have to do to make it right. To me, this is silly. This is a non-issue. We're taking it back to the fire board for a discussion of some of these points, and it comes here for a decision in 12 days. The tender is good for how many? 90.
90 days.
What is the issue, guys? I don't get it. I just
I'll go back to the point of order since we're not ruling on it. The point of order,
I just don't get
well, the
it.
point of order is this has been a decided matter. I don't know why you take it back for, would it be a reconsideration? Do you want to reconsider it?
We're looking at 2 or 3 things here. We're looking at the truck as well. Are there other options? What are we going to do there? Let's discuss it. Let's get the feedback from the guys and then come here. We'll make the decision.
We made the decision.
Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, can I just speak to that too about the decided matter? And that is, we're actually dealing with something different than what was approved. Right? We're dealing with a pumper rescue as opposed to a pumper tanker and emergency rescue, which were part of the budget. So we're actually dealing with something different than what was decided, correct?
No, that was what was talked about with the fire department.
But our budget itself,
Our budget
which we
is over.
approved, which is the only thing that's decided, because the board doesn't make decisions, they just make recommendations. So the only thing we've decided is things that are
You're appointing
present
counsel.
here. I understand that. I just had to deal with your point that it's already decided matter.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of concerned about that.
Councilor Underwood.
It's my understanding the chief of Forest Fire Department came out with a recommendation proposed a couple of years ago to replacing 2 major pieces of equipment with 1 large piece of technical equipment as a pumper tanker rescue, and also be purchasing eventually a pickup truck to be able to take up the slack for moving cylinders back and forth and personnel if we have to be able to bring forest for the needs of the day. The current setup that we have doesn't meet what we're going to be doing in the next 20 years, and the time to do it is now. That was approved through the minutes of the fire board by council, and the recommendations held within were recommended by council, and then the tenders went out approved by council, and it must come back first to council to decide whether or not after the tenders come in whether we go with this or then maybe we send it back. I don't understand why we would send it back unless we're going to reconsider the entire proposal, which has been there for over 2 years. So, bottom line is we are looking at the possibility of the potential of saving $100,000 by not buying 2 separate pieces of equipment and then drawing us into the catch-22 of being stuck with a system which doesn't quite fit the needs for fire service protection in the forest fire area, which is Clinton, Wyoming as well, who we sell to. Now's the time to do it. And we'll be saving money.
Okay. We can carry on, we can vote to approve this tonight. I just wanted to be clear. Bottom of page 121 on the report. The purchase price, 2012 budget, had a purchase price of $400,000 for this vehicle, and that was approved. The additional $50,000 for a quad cab pickup truck in 2013. And the budget also reflected sale of 2 vehicles for $55,000. We put back. The net impact for just the pumper rescue combined vehicle, this one, is $441,974. So we budgeted $400,000. This is costing us $441,000. Council wants to approve that tonight. I support getting a fire truck for Forest. I do not want to vote against that, but I can't support doing this without us looking at it at the board one more time for 12 days. Deputy Mayor Day.
Yes, I'll just read to you, to Martin. Martin, it really does, the way you described it, does make sense that it is the best option. And so I'm not sure why there is a fear factor about sending it back to the board, because the board will approve it if it's the best option. I mean, is there really a risk?
It's already approved.
It's already, but if they just, they look at this, now that we have numbers and all of this, and they look, is sense, that's the best option. So, maybe you
days
could
is a long time to
describe
know.
to me cause concern.
Councilor Scott?
Any other tender that we have that comes forward here, once we've sent it out for tender, it's an approved object.
Not everyone.
We need to see the money.
We did not approve the sewer tender that we accepted. Councilor Russell?
Well, I believe we're in a conundrum. We have two, whatever those things were called, what do you call them?
Point of order. And I don't know how to rule, I don't know, I'm sorry, somebody can tell me.
I haven't got a clue, to be honest with you. I think in both cases, they're good points of order. It's that I think we're just mixed up about this.
Yep.
The simple fact is that Councilor Dillman she argues for the process, right, that we historically used, right, that we use the fire board as a forum for discussion, is what you were trying to say, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
So then, because we've got these 2 points of order, the motion is basically sitting in abeyance. So we're all talking in circles right now. Does everybody get that? So to me, it's like the only thing we can pass on to a fire board meeting that's gonna happen anyways, Chairman,
It's our regular.
is a consensus that we support going forward with this as a point of order, or I mean, as a discussion, because you can't pass the resolution until the points of order are. Am I correct in where I'm coming with this right now? Is that
Yes,
the
you are.
quandary we're in? No, I don't think you are correct. No, here's the issue, okay, if you go to CUF, okay, CUF makes it clear, here's Mr. Mayor where I'm trying to get at. CUF says very clearly that there are two, in my view, fundamental ways by which any council can make a difference in the direction of their municipality. One is through some form of community strategic planning visioning process, while the other is vis-a-vis a comprehensive policy framework. The first establishes the vision, while the second determines how you're going to get there. The first talks about progress markers and highlights the step-by-step way that progress will be made and measured. The second, i.e. policy framework, ensures that everyone is on the same page. Here's where we have an issue. Back in 2003, moved by Mayor C. Ivey and seconded by Councillor J. DeVette, that the CAO be requested to bring back a report to this board on how a procurement process could be established for Lambton Shores that would allow for the acquisition of new capital equipment and vehicles in a more standardized way than is currently the practice. Where's the policy? 9 years later, where's the policy? And so this is what I'm saying to
Tendering
you.
policy, is that not our tendering policy?
Where is the policy that says when it goes from the fire board to council, it goes back to the fire board and then back to council? Where's that policy? I'm just saying, you've got to play by the rules. And the rules are, when it comes to council for a decision, council makes the decision.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
okay, council's gonna make the decision.
Yes?
Council will make the decision whether we approve this right now or whether we send it back to the fire board for further discussion. So the motion on the floor is that it be approved.
Would that not be a reconsideration?
No, the motion on the floor is that it be approved right now to buy the fire
Yes,
truck.
but we should send it back to the fire board.
That would be a reconsideration.
Because we've already approved
We've already approved it. It just didn't come in on the budget side.
Right.
But we just bought a generator tonight for here that was double what the budget was, right?
No fire board, it was the council. Council did.
No, but that's what I'm saying, but council's gonna do this, the fire board isn't gonna do anything other than say to the chief, here's the thing, and, you know, we gotta come up with 40,000. What I'm saying is, we need a policy, and this is where the next discussion is going to be, on how we protect persons and property in Lambton Shores from fire. And that's gonna have far-reaching implications for residential insurance rates and everything else. So, you've had a chief, I always hear around here, listen to the staff, I agree with them. So here you've got a chief who's certified in management. I think one of our only chiefs who's certified in management, who has spent, I don't know how many hours, you know better than I, with his department saying, here's what we're recommending, here's what